All right, so we are here with Javi and Clarissa, my favorite client couple together. You guys have absolutely been crushing it. So, real quick, Javi, Clarissa, would you guys just mind explaining who you are and what you do?
Go for it.
So pretty much, we help small businesses get funded for 0% funding, and then we also have a marketing agency where we help scale businesses. It's pretty much in short term.
Nice, nice. And before working with us, how did you find out about like me and AIA?
So because of Jeff, I've been to multiple Jeff's events, and I actually saw you one day just walking in front of me. So when it came to time to like looking for somebody if I trusted, like I kind of did my little bit of research. I'm like, and then my friend was like, "Yo, that was that guy in that event. That was Justin Saunders." And I'm like, "Great." And at the time, we were in a really tough pickle. So just wanted to work fast, and then we wanted to cut the BS out, and we just didn't want to figure out, do a bunch of like experimenting with like, yo, we need to do this fast, and so we just thought you were the best person for that.
Yeah, we just basically didn't want to waste the time to build everything and just kind of have everything set up already.
Yeah.
With
Nice,
no
nice.
room for mistakes because we couldn't afford a
Yeah,
mistake.
we couldn't afford mistakes, and literally, time was of the answers. Like literally, like if I didn't do this fast, we would have been in a very bad spot. So we had to like be very careful.
Nice. I didn't know that that's how you guys kind of like found out about how we kind of got acquainted. That's awesome. And you don't have to go in all the detail, but I know like before we started working together, you had a lot of things like from the past with stuff that was moving parts to get to where we're at now. So like, what was that sense of urgency that you guys had to like really make this work?
So pretty much, we had another business where we got hit very, very hard with a group of scammers, and we technically lost like 300,000 in like 2 weeks almost.
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
and
We had
we
no other way. We had, there was our back was against the wall, and it was either make it work or file for bankruptcy.
type of deal. So we just decided to like we had a little bit of money left, like literally our last like $3,000, $4,000. Like I'm gonna max these out to educate myself to move forward. But yeah, we just needed it something like fast and quick. And I kind of sat down like, what are the two things that I know the most? I know marketing and I know 0%. What if I just put this together? I could charge like a cost for the program. And I thought the digital program I could scale it fast, and it was literally like based on necessity. Like I need to make as much money as possible like today. If not, we're
We're
screwed.
screwed.
Yes, we're screwed. And I didn't want to let that happen because I had so many people under me. My family lives with me. There were so many people relying on me, so I could not fail. So I had to just make it work. So yeah.
I love that. I love that. I know, like Clarissa told me, like when you guys first got started, it was like you put down the payment plan to get started, and you didn't know if like the next month you were able to do that. And I think, just talking to you guys and knowing you guys both, it's like when you have that ability to have your back against the wall where you have to make this work, you go crazy lengths. And I wanted to just say kudos to you guys for putting in the work and getting this done, and really hitting some record months. So I believe was last month your guys' biggest month.
Yeah.
Yep.
And actually, to point, I wanted to add to that because a lot of people always say oh, I don't have the money or whatever. But like, I literally, it was because I believed in us. Like, I believed in so much that I'm like, I know if I put this here and I do this, I'm gonna get the return back. So I had insane confidence that we would achieve this. So it was literally our last. Like, I remember to start the program was 2,000. And I told Joe, can we please start with 1,500 because I know I'm gonna need 500 for ad spend, bare minimum for the first month. And that was literally, and the other 2,000 was another program for me to learn more about 0% and just more information. You get me? So it was literally like,
And honestly, it was even money that we didn't even have. It was credit, so it wasn't
Yeah.
yeah,
even
it
like
wasn't
we
even
had
our
that
money.
cash.
Yeah, because we had no money pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are, pretty much every month we're doubling revenue. Like now it's just literally cranking out the ad budget. We just hired a closer. He made his first close yesterday. So it's, now we're going to continue to scale that.
Nice. Congrats on the new closer coming in too. What'd you guys spend last month on ads?
Like
14, 14.
a bit higher. So it was like close to 18 or something like that.
18 grand in cash and or on ads. And what'd you guys bring in cash collected?
So now we have two models because now what happened, a bunch of credit, which was the initial thing I wanted to do. I'm not really passionate about credit. Very like we have a library. I have over 250 books just on marketing. I love talking about marketing. So the whole goal, even in Joe's when first sales call, I was like, I want to teach credit people how to scale, but I needed to do it first. So now we have two different models. So with the two models together, we like pretty much touching 200 and cash collecting a little bit over 100.
Nice, nice. That's awesome to hear. Especially like because you guys have a hell of a story. You know, like most people when they get down, they keep trying things and they get to the point where it's like, well, I just don't have the funds to invest in this, or you get all these issues where it's like money owed and just shit's not working in life. Most people just quit, and I think that's the thing I wanted to applaud you to on the most is just like how far you've been able to come and just like kind of put your head down and just go and follow the direction of where you know you need to go and hit these record months because it's been what I mean when did you guys first enroll in AIA?
October.
Yeah.
October.
October, and it's
But
now July.
another thing, Justin, is that like we first sold the product and we were like we were working 20 hours a day to build everything. That's
Yeah, we
another
didn't have nothing built out. Like when we joined AIA, we had
nothing,
absolutely no product, no nothing. We started from scratch
which is
completely.
crazy because I've been doing that for other clients. That's what we do for the marketing agency. But when it was time for us, we have never put energy into marketing ourselves. So it took
Yeah.
them almost like a month just to get everything built out, the videos, which took us a while to do to get comfortable in front of a camera. We had to record the same video 10 times. But that's another thing I tell people. Like sometimes you just gotta just try to make the first sale and see if it works, test the market, then worry about scaling. A lot of people worried about the product and they haven't even made one single sale. So we were, let's sell this thing because we need cash now. Then we worry about giving these people results.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. So, I mean, you guys were able to go from 0 to 100K a month with a proven model, and it sounds like you guys are consistently scaling from here. It sounds like that's just like scratching the surface. What's next? What are your goals with this business?
Another thing I wanted to add, Justin, I want to thank you a lot because we already knew most of the systems you have, but bro, the way that you kind of, and we're already very organized, but you kind of took it another level that we're like, especially with the master tracker, that's my favorite tool, and we keep updating it every month. It keeps getting bigger. And I think that was the biggest difference between before and now is that we are a lot more organized. And now it's like organizations are a thing because we notice like before I would do all this math like in a piece of paper or an iPad. You get me? Now having the master tracker, and it's because if you feed me back this data and I don't have to think, I just look at it and I know what to do next. I think that has been the biggest change, that I could look at data and not make an emotional based decision. Like my whole team sees this. Okay, this is how we scale. And I think that was probably the biggest thing for me, that you gave me the tools to stay organized, and that was like we really needed that. So what's next? We want to keep scaling the model company. Like some of our clients are already closing people at 10K a pop. We might even just increase the price soon and just keep scaling that company. And the 0% just, it's going to kind of be like the baby sister. But the real thing that we want to do is just teach other people.
Other credit repair and
Yeah,
funding company how to
how to
scale.
scale. Correct. Yeah.
Nice, nice. I respect it. And I'm with you 100% on that too. A lot of times what we work with clients is like a lot of people, the ones that really they have the information and knowledge and just need like some small little tweaks of things being organized is really what separates a lot of people. And as you guys are seeing too, is like once you could see those numbers down on paper, it was like, okay, well, if I'm putting $1 in and I'm getting $5 back, how many times do you spend a dollar? As many times as you possibly can,
Because we
right?
had the
Like,
skills, we just didn't have the tools. And you
yeah.
kind of give me like one of the most tools that like I just preach now. Stay organized, stay organized. Because we thought we were organized, and then we saw the master tracker. Now we combined it with other apps like Monday, and we got visual graphs, and we're like, okay, now we're really organized. So thank you so much for that. That really helped us like staying clean and not making emotional based decisions, which is now we're very like just look at the master tracker. So
Yeah, just making decisions based off of logic. I feel that. So obviously, it's been amazing working with you guys. I love seeing your guys' wins in the share your communities all the time. What would you say would be, we'll wrap it up from here. What would you say you would say to someone? And I'd be curious on both of your guys' ends. For someone that's considering joining AIA or has been on the fence or maybe been looking at some of our stuff from ads and they're like, I don't know if like this company's legit. I don't know if they work well. Like, Clarissa, we can start with you. What would you go from there, and we'll jump into Javi and wrap it up from there.
Yeah, I've been inside of AI for a while now, and I can totally say that the only reason why AI wouldn't work is because of the entrepreneur, not because of the system. So if you're in the fence, just join and make sure that you actually put it in the work, because if you work for it, you'll get the results.
And honestly, that's like probably what I will say too. It's all depending on, because like people say that scam. So why does it work on some people? Why doesn't it work on you? Is it you? And mainly that's what people don't understand. It's sometimes it's like somebody reads the same book, somebody gets way more out of it. Like, well, I read the same book, I didn't learn anything. So it's more about the individual. If you truly believe in yourself, I think you can make it happen. We sure did, and we put it all in. Like literally, we triple, quadruple down, and like we know we believe in ourselves. And I think if you have that extension, oh, I believe I'm gonna make it happen no matter what. With you guys' guidance, I don't see no reason why they should not, make it happen
Achieve
for
it.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I think just like for especially with you guys, like if your back's up against the wall, that's why I really wanted to get you guys on here to interview you. Is like if your back's up against the wall, like you got to keep going, and if you do, eventually it's going to click, and you're going to find the right people. So, I really wanted to just say thank you guys for both hopping on here. It's inspiring for me and a lot of other people out there too to just see, a couple like your guys' self out here just putting the work every single day and just, making it happen. So I just want to say thank you guys for hopping on here.
No,
For sure.
thank you, Justin. You
No
showed us
problem.
a lot, and because of you, like, bro, we got to hear. You pretty much like if it wasn't for you and a few other things, like almost like bricks to a bridge, like you were that one of the final bricks for us to be like, okay, we got it. Now let's increase it. So thank you so much for that.
Of course,
Thank you,
appreciate
Justin.
you guys.